How in the world does a man ever give a woman flowers? I mean, not in a relationship. I can quite see how that works. And indeed how, over the course of a long relationship, a new and delicate language of flowers would emerge, like the Victorians had, except that instead of meaning love in earnest, or I am pledged to another, or I yearn for a good seeing to, they mean sorry for that thing I did. Sorry for that thing that, unbeknownst to you, I'm doing, or, in the vast majority of cases, I'm still here. But outside of a relationship, how could you ever just give flowers? Where does anyone get the balls to do something so unambiguously romantic, such an all-or-nothing gesture? Because there's no mistaking flowers, no getting out of looking like you were going to give them once you realise she doesn't want them. No, oh, these, I was just taking home some cuttings from a dahlia bush. Or, they're not for you, I'm holding them for a florist. No, it's a gesture for the alpha male, the balls out hard man who doesn't worry about maintaining a supply line or a means of retreat. Such people, incidentally, often turn up in wars, and most of the time they do very badly, except occasionally when it all works out for them and they get made emperor. Whereas in romance, they generally do very well, which is really unfair, because what's war for, if not an allegory to help men work out how to succeed with women? So how do they do it, these people for whom the naked vulnerability of the act of giving flowers creates no fear, who are somehow capable of thinking, I fancy this girl, I should let her know. Tell you what, I'll declare it unilaterally in the most unequivocal way possible. How does that make them in any way sane or human? It's as if they actually believe that what other people think of them somehow doesn't matter. I mean, I know we're all supposed to believe that, but obviously none of us actually do, and nor should we, because it does matter, and the people who genuinely believe it doesn't tend to be the very people who ought to care most what other people think of them, because what the other people are thinking is, no, actually, I don't think the Chinese are up to something, or you should use mouthwash, or your mania for the collectivization of Soviet agriculture will surely cause the deaths of millions, or 40 cats is too many cats. I, you may not be entirely surprised to learn, have never given flowers. Except once, many years ago, to a young lady on whose floor I had the previous night been extravagantly sick. That, it turns out, is exactly the level of counterbalance I need to any suggestion that I might think I'm in with a chance. I was not in with a chance, and we both knew it. Actually, we both knew it before the vomiting, but what the vomiting crucially did was make it obvious to her that I knew we both knew it, and that the flowers must therefore mean something else, and it was pretty clear what that something else might be. The flowers, I seem to remember, were freesias, which to the Victorians meant love in absence, but which to both her and me meant, I can't afford to offer to have your carpet shampooed.